168-pound division. Marius Enache, 0 wins, 0 losses, team balance in the blue corner. And Stephen Romanatis, 3 wins, 2 losses at the Renzo Gracie Network in the red.
You were stalling.
Something when he made this match. And
absolutely, and I've trained with so Team Balance, I've actually trained with them down in Baltimore. And those guys are, it's a jiu-jitsu school, and there's some tight, slick jiu-jitsu. Both guys are swinging, and Marius may have actually just caught him.
The last 10 seconds to go in round number 2. A lot of swinging, big swings.
Steve did a nice job being cautious. He could have walked into something there. Ooh. Nice side kick to the body at the end of the round by Marius.
In the blue corner wearing black shin pads with gray tape. And Vic Romero, 3 and 2 out of Modern Martial Arts in the red. Red tape, black shin pads. Victor's wearing
Vic's swinging for the fences tonight. Yeah, right into the guard.
That's a pretty vulnerable position, right?
Yeah, I don't like them spending much time on that all fours position. Marius doing a good job of controlling him from the back. Marius still circling. Romero stalking. Nice roundhouse kick to the side.
Phil, when you see two fighters just circling, kind of checking each other out, what for that extended period of time, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking they're trying to find a distance. See, Romero doesn't have his distance on his hands. He's missing a lot of punches. He's coming short. And he gets taken down. It's so hard to find your distance in mixed martial arts because of that takedown. You got to watch where your feet are. You have to watch where your stance is.
Yeah, Marius's positioning and transitioning is really good.
Know a little bit about these two guys, Sam. Talk to us.
Okay, Marius is in the black trunks, Ron. He comes to us from Romania, fighting out of Philadelphia. Unbelievable judo player, Ron.
Right now.
Marius goes for a left side kick.
That was a nice kick. He needs to get in close, too. And he's not a particularly good puncher.
That's right there, Ron.
That's what you were calling for.
Head and arm throw. That's world-class judo. That's what Marius Enache has right there.
And by the way, let's point out that this is an amateur fight, so that they're not able to strike the head. Marius is not able to strike the face when he's got his man down.
On the ground, that is, Ron. Marius transitioning nice right to the arm bar. Lamar Dent able to muscle up out of it. He has that arm hyperextended right there, Ron. It looks like Lamar Dent is in a world of trouble right there.
Oh, he is indeed.
He does not want to tap.
There's very little that Lamar can do right now. He is caught. Because he certainly he had that headlock and a great throw.
Oh, beautiful
round.
head and arm throw. I've trained with Marius. He can throw you.
Gosh, I would love to see him just being more aggressive with his throws. And there he's closing the distance again.
He's got the overhook with the left hand. He's working for that right arm underhook right now, Ron. Look at that. He's going for the leg trips. Oh, nice straight right hand by Marius.
Now, he can throw those punches off of his judo moves.
Right here, Ron. Marius needs to close the distance, and he needs to get the fight to the ground. He was going for the submission attempt in the first round, almost got the arm bar on Lamar Dent, and I feel that's going to be his game plan right now.
This will be
beautiful leg trip again. That is how quick world-class judo is, Ron. That quick, he brings the fight to the ground.
Marcelino looking for the takedown. Enache landed a couple of good shots inside the clinch right there. Some nice dirty boxing distance. Nice inside leg kick by Enache. Marcelino answers with an outside leg kick on Enache. Enache switching to the southpaw stance here. Got to watch for that kick though. Good throw attempt by Enache. Nice recovery by Marcelino. Marcelino with a body lock here, see if he can do anything with it. He lets it go, but he regained the grip. See if he tries to throw himself. A foot stomp. Foot stops by Marcelino on Enache. A couple of inside knees landed by Enache. Oh, beautiful reversal. Marcelino had the body lock, went for the trip, and Enache gave up his back.
Here is the Pinnacle Vodka tail of the tape. Kyle Bochniak versus Marius Enache. Enache comes in at 1-2, weighed 154 yesterday, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And Bochniak 1-0 in his professional career. He weighed in at 150. He fights out of Winthrop, Mass. Young prospect also fought on CES as he tries to get Enache against the cage. Nice takedown by Enache. Yeah. We'll see if Bochniak gives it a shot. Trying to go for the single leg takedown. Nothing doing. Enache lands a nice left hand.
Square to the face on that.
And it looks like Bochniak, despite getting the takedown here, has a cut over one of his eyes or maybe over the bridge of his nose. We can't really see it from this angle. 2:51 to go in round number one. Enache's shown decent hands in stand-up, I got to say.
Just under a minute remaining in round number one. Both these guys jockeying for position right now.
It seems like Bochniak is so intent on getting that single leg takedown that he's really ripping up pages on the playbook here and not doing much of anything else. And at some point, if you're Bochniak, you may just want to step back and let it get back to the center and let your hands go. But for what it's worth, he's still trying to keep him pressed against that cage, still trying to get a takedown. Enache's got strong legs, good takedown defense. You see Bochniak trying to get that right leg behind Enache's left leg, and it's just not working.
And one thing you mentioned, the amount of effort that comes out of these guys in will and stamina, it doesn't look like much, but these are two guys giving all their might right now.
No, you're absolutely right. It doesn't look like much, but it's definitely physically exhausting. Action does break up back toward the center of the cage in the final 10 seconds here. We'll see if somebody can steal this round. Bochniak tries to lunge into it a left and right. If anything, Enache showed decent stand-up, which we didn't really know what to expect from him. We've never seen him fight here in this venue before, but did a nice job letting his hands go. And you could probably argue that he landed some of the cleaner shots in round one. Bochniak maybe a little bit more technical trying to get those takedowns, but Enache lands a couple of power blows, and if anything, drew some blood at least in round number one.
Enache used Bochniak's own momentum against him in that first round and landed that clear shot to the face, and that we'll see how much that comes into play in this fight.
Round number two underway. Enache going upstairs with a head kick, partially blocked by Bochniak. Bochniak again in the black trunks with the red, white, and blue decals. Enache in the black with the white stripe down the side. Round 2 of 3 in the featherweight division. Again, Bochniak 1-0 after his win here on January 24th. Enache's 1-2. He's lost his last two. Nice left hand. Nice,
another one.
Nice straight left by Enache. And another left. The right partially blocked, but those left hands are getting in. And now Enache's feeling a little confidence here, letting the legs go, trying to get those rear leg kicks.
Seems like he's creating the tempo of this round and keeping the distance with his kicks and then landing some solid punches.
Perhaps we see why Bochniak didn't want to go back to the center of the cage in round number one, because when he has, Enache has been the favor here. He has been the favorite fighter. He has been one letting his hands go and landing those lead lefts.
Right away, Billy D.
Oh!
Marius,
and there goes that judo you were talking about.
Marius is as badass as you can possibly get with judo. He is a machine.
This is where Billy D needs to take him apart if he wants to win the fight.
Look at Marius with the left hook.
He just got rocked. He's wobbly.
And the knee. Looked like Marius rocked him when they were standing.
Nice knee there from Marius. Another one.
Marius is utilizing them knees. I've never seen him throw so many knees in a fight.
It's good. Wasn't that an actor?
Billy D was that smooth old dude that pumped the Colt 45.
Yeah.
Oh, left hook.
Oh,
wow.
Here we go. Just got a drop of sweat in my mouth.
Yeah, I seen that. Looked like Rocky IV landed on top of him. Impressive striking tonight by Marius. These guys are they both have something on their minds. They're both thinking of their game plan right now. Somebody's about to execute something. Oh, wow.
Foot to the face. Billy D smiling.
Got a little Mirko Crow Cop on that one. Oh, wow! Big left hook by Marius.
Marius means business. He's working Billy D. Billy D gets a takedown, though. He was tired of getting hit on the feet.
Wow, that left hook landed solidly.
It did. I thought that was the end of the fight. I don't know if they are going to, because it looks like Marius has a choke in there. Yep, he's got a standing guillotine.
Does he really? Yes, he does. Can't tell from this angle if it's under the neck.
He's putting the leverage. He's torquing him back.
Now he's in trouble. He swings it around. He gets him against the cage. This is a great position.
His professional record stands at 2-3 from Philadelphia, PA. Introducing Marius Enache.
And watch sports as we move to the lightweight division. Marius Enache, he started late. He was 36 years old when he began it. You may ask yourself, who has the fastest featherweight win in Bellator history? It's that man, Pete Rogers, 11 seconds.
Enache, 15 years older than Pete Rogers. Hopefully that translates to maturity and experience.
Hopefully for him, he made
Ready to
exactly.
Fight? Ready to fight? Let's go.
Pete Rogers, a very popular local fighter. We were talking earlier about Philadelphia as a potential growing hotspot for MMA. You see the pockets of it. Fight Clock brought to you as always by Miller Lite, the original pill. Cheers, it's Miller time.
Yeah, it's because of that legacy it has in other fight sports.
Yes.
Okay? In boxing, legendary, some of the best fighters in the world came out of Philadelphia, and the attitude. Gym wars, that's what that place is known for.
Rogers red gloves. 40-year-old Marius Enache from Philadelphia.
Enache changing up his footwork, trying to keep Pete Rogers guessing. Something like this is bound to happen. See it here? Right there, left kick, caught the bottom of the cup. Just a grazing shot, but it caught it. And just a third time, just in case you like watching that kind of thing.
I think. Sure. It is. Both you can see are going 2 or 3 moves ahead.
Yeah. Both guys have an awkward kind of herky-jerky style. They can't time each other.
It's often how fights end in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, it's true. You're used to sharp lines, but a guy's throwing weird punches and switching stances, even if they're not that good, can catch you. Head and arm throw. He's cranking on it.
That's a good size crank.
Problem is he's throwing a lot into it. If he doesn't get the tap, it's going to burn a lot of energy. This is a lot of commitment. Not easy to hold this position.
How long is the average fighter going to be able to hold that? The 2 unorthodox strikers end up on the ground.
All right, guys, let's go.
We begin round 2. Pete Rogers in the red gloves, that author of that 11-second knockout. That was here last September. Both with knockout power with those legs. Neither wants to take the chance.
Spread your legs wider. Don't leave them.
Everything seems to be setting up something else.
Yes. Well, Rogers briefly got double unders, but didn't push. Maybe worried enough about another head and arm throw. They often come from that position.
How did you see round 1?
I saw
very strangely.
Other than the very awkward first round, I gave it 10-9 to Marius Enache based on the takedown, the throw. We just saw his attempt
on the crank.
On the crank, and his attempt on the Kimura from half guard. Didn't get it, but he's going for it. Now here he can finish. Got it.
He can. That's it.
Stay down. Stay down.
Man, scarf hold arm lock. You don't see it that often. He popped it, and he popped it good.
For 8 minutes, they went back and forth, each with an idea of how they wanted to finish.
Yep.
Everything set up that moment for Marius Enache. Let's check out our Black Card Premium Spice Rum Replay, the bold 93 proof rum that's edgy to the core. He had the crank in round 1. Rogers might have been thinking that.
Exactly. He goes for the, it's called the scarf hold arm lock. It's actually a shoulder lock, but look at it here. Hide the hand underneath the leg, and then you crank. It's the same position as a key lock, basically, just doing it with the legs. Yep. A lot of pressure with the hips. Good finish by Marius Enache.
Old dog, new trick.
Could be an old dog with an old trick, because he's done that a lot in the gym, you can tell.
Very late to the sport, turned pro at age 36, and here at age 40, Marius Enache scores certainly his biggest win on the biggest stage. Second round submission.
Head and arm positions, very popular with wrestlers, very popular with judo players. They love that position. Wouldn't surprise me if this arm is dislocated or perhaps broken. You see it straighten out at the end, right there.
Yep.
It's not a good thing. He's in a lot of pain.
Floating Americana. It's a memorable submission finish for that man, Marius Enache. You can see quite clearly Pete Rogers holding that left arm in place.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, the tap ends it officially. 2 minutes, 37 seconds into round number 2 by way of an Americana. The winner by submission, Marius Enache.